So today, I want to talk to you about a yoga practice that you can do with your strap. And I know we are all very used to a yoga strap and using it, as an extra prop. However, the purpose of the strap in this case, instead of giving you more extension, right, so you can stretch more, I want you to use the strap for more resistance. So when we talk about the Bowspring, we use our Bowspring practice, we're always looking to create that push-pull, dig, drag, right, root rise, the opposing energies so that we can integrate the body better. What happens is we tend to move in one direction or the other. So you're either too strong and tight or you're too watery and flexible. So we want to find that equilibrium in between so that all of your muscles can work together. You're not overworking and you're not underworking. So that's a really powerful way to use the body. So the strap is a wonderful way to find that resistance, integrate so that you can open further. So let's start. Grab your strap. And if you don't have a strap, a scarf would work really well. Just something that has a little flexibility and that you can hold really firmly. So let's just start with a couple seconds of breathing so you can align. So go ahead and find a kneeling position. If you have a block, prop your hips up on that. If not, you can use your heels and close your eyes. And just take a few breaths and connect to your body and your mind. And right away, take a brief scan of your body from head to toe, just to see how you're feeling. Where you may need a bit more opening, send your breath there. Expand your ribs from the center out in all directions. Remember, think of the rib cage like a globe, like a balloon filling from the inside, expanding out all directions. Even the back ribs, they get full and puffy. Then the side ribs and then the front ribs rise and you have your whole rib cage is more like a buoy. With that expansion, your belly starts to get longer and more bowed. Then you can, from the tops of your feet, drag forward, tone through the backs of your legs and allow your glutes to start to mound up. And there we've already created a rooting action through the hips and a rising action through the rib cage. Now blink your eyes open. Take your strap and remember seed hands. You curl your fingertips toward the center of your palm and then you rest your thumb on your index finger. Think of it like Harry Potter if you're holding a wand. You squeeze from your thumb and pinky mound, but you're still light through the fingers and the thumb. So you're integrating through the hollow of the palm and integrating all the way up the arm. So try that. Curl your fingers towards your palm. Rest your thumb on the crook of your index finger. Then squeeze from your thumb and pinky mound and widen the hollow dome of your palm. What you'll start to notice as you resist down toward the floor, you're able to tone through your tricep. Then as you tone into your thumb mound, you can tone into your bicep. So right away, try to find that even tone all the way through your arm without anything else. Yeah, often we put our arms in the air and they're doing nothing, right? They're really floppy and watery and they're not doing anything to support our rib cage. When we use our arms, we want to push out from the ribs and have them being strong and toned so the ribs can push back into your arms. See how that works? That's that resistance action. And that's what we'll use our strap for. So go ahead now. You've already found your seed hand, right? And you found the tone in your arm. Now let's do that with the strap. So curl your fingers around the strap and again, as if you have a seed hand. Then slide your hands wider. So you're just a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Then create your seed, resist, pull wide, resist down, and let the ribs rise. Good. Now push down, inhale, rise, and come to the tops of your feet. So this is hero feet position. And we'll do a few of these flapping actions. Fill back into the back ribs, push out through your arms, create tone. And what you'll find with this pulsation is tone in the belly. The strap is helping us use our arms. And you'll find that after a few of these, your arms may get tired. Good. My favorite way to use the strap, which we'll focus on today, is to open the side ribs. So now, inhale, rise up, keep the fullness in the upper back, and then start to arc to the right. Inhale, rise, pull with your left hand, arc to the left, resist with your right hand. Inhale, rise, pull with the right, resist with the left, arc to the right. You see how that works? Push, pull, you're resisting. Couple more like this. Opening into the sides. Good. Keep the drag from the tops of your feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit back with the hips, fill back into the back ribs. Touch your hands, dome to bright. You can have the strap sliding between your thumb and index finger on the floor. Step your knees back, all fours. Dig your knees forward and down, and then wide and apart. And you'll notice when you go wide with the knees, you flare your sit bones and create more space in your pelvic floor. Now, press your outer elbows wide so they're not hyperextending and collapsing. Keep the fullness of the ribs. Good. Couple pulses here. Sway your hips side to side from the dig of the feet. Use your breath. Then pause. Sway your rib cage side to side. Good. Then pause. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, send the hips back and high. Step your feet in, crouching cat. Fill into the upper back. Find a couple pulses here. You're welcome to do a little hop. That's fine. Pulse side to side. Good. Twist your cat to the left. Right ear towards your right shoulder. Turn your right hand with the strap out toward the right. Adjust your feet and then start to pulse. First, just allowing you to open through your side ribs. Dig your feet. Drag back with your heels. Then, grab the strap with your left hand. Push out, fill back into the back ribs, and then you can start to rainbow arc the strap as if you're drawing the protractor. Use your strap, and you'll find that when you push into it, you root with the hips, you push and lengthen, you can open so much more freely into the ribs. Feels really nice, and you'll get your heart rate going just by this little action. Use the push-pull, widen your outer elbows, expand and stretch and arc. One more. This time, plant your right foot. You can drag your left foot into the air. Push through the strap, resist your foot into the air, and find your fullest extent and opening. Use the leg. Create resistance as if you have a strap in the air with your leg. Inhale, back to center. Dome to bright left. Swivel your feet in. Bend and extend and pause. Good. Find your breath. Inhale deep. Exhale, release. Nice. Other side, twist your cat to the right. Turn your left hand out, left ear toward your left shoulder. Swivel toes and knees to the right. Right away, I like to sit back. Squeeze your knees, widen your sit bones. Then inhale, start to pulse. Puff into the upper back. This one gets a little tricky. Can test here how full it is. Then stretch your right hand forward. Dig and drag with your feet. Lengthen through the arms. You can see, you can push forward, sit back, open the ribs. So nice. Two more. Then sit back, plant your left foot. This is going to test your balance. You're sitting away from your wrist so you're not heavy. Drag your right foot into the air. Imagine you're pushing on a pedal, fill up through the back ribs, push out with the strap through your right arm, find another set of pulses. Let the neck go. Test where you're overworking, where there's too much integration and not enough. One more breath, open. Nice, then inhale, dome to bright right. Step back right leg, find your breath. Sit back, stretch forward, puff through the upper back, lengthen the belly, tap the knees down. Hero your feet. Find a couple breaths here. Find some pulses with the hips. You may feel your arms, they're working. And the memory of them working in the air will help them work here on the floor. You're still doing the same action. Hollowing through the palm, and then toning from your thumb and pinky mound. Okay, let's try another one. Sit back, come to kneeling. Hero feet is good here. Expand through the back ribs. Fill up, lengthen, get long through the belly, full through the front and back ribs. Inhale, rise. Good. Stretch your strap forward. Parallel park, so you dig the left hip out. You can step the left foot to the left. Lift through the right. Lower the right knee. Dig and lift through the left. We'll just do a couple of these, working into your hips, using the strap as a way to find more integration in the upper body through this posturing. Good. Good. This time, step the right foot to the right, swivel and step the left foot forward. See how now I'm facing the left corner of my mat. Baby mantis. Sit back, dig through the left foot. Lift up, inhale, rise, exhale, arc right. Inhale, pull from the left arm, lengthen, exhale, arc left. Inhale, pull from the right, lengthen, exhale, arc right. One more. Inhale, rise, exhale, arc left. Inhale, rise. This time we touch down, arc to the right, dome to bright right. Keep your hand in the strap, and then start to stretch out. Notice the desire for your head to turn before your ribs. Keep it steady. Outer right elbow widens. You can even sit your hip all the way towards your heel to get your hips back and rooted. Then you rise, use your strap in your seat hand, even keeping the gaze toward your right hand at first. So your neck doesn't try to do the opening, because if your neck opens, your belly never will. You're breaking off that connection. So sit back, inhale, press through the left arm. Sit back, bow through the belly. Let the belly and the ribs start to open. Ooh, and it feels so good. Side ribs, belly. You may find more space in your strap. Open one more time. Expand. Can even hover the right knee. Send those hips back. Dig through your left foot. Lengthen. Exhale, sit back. Now you come out the way you went in. Sit back. Hold your strap with your right hand. Fill up. Pull from the left. Inhale, rise. Excellent. Exhale. Step it back. And pause. All fours. Dome to bright. Find your breath. Isn't it cool? Just that little bit of opening, what it can do for your whole body. Let's do the other side. And so now it's actually helpful. You'll see it from the other angle in my body so that you can see what it looks like in the front body and the back body. So sit back, rise up, domes, and you set it up first, always, right? Fill up through the upper back. Right here, underneath the underarms, we get so short. That's the area that the strap is helping us expand into, okay? Obviously this area as well, but we're thinking the strap right here, so good. All right, so stretch, fill into the upper back, resist down, rise up. Watch for overworking the traps. These guys, let them go. If I were here in the room with you, I'd come over and tap your traps just as that reminder, because the traps are like the head. The traps say, I'll get longer and leave the belly behind. The head says, I'll rotate, and then the ribs don't. So we're trying to get the core of the body to become more mobile and integrated, right? We're already mobile in the extremities. So we're teaching ourselves how to keep the extremities more stable and find the rotation and the opening in the core of the body. That's powerful. Keep that one in mind. Okay, inhale, stretch forward. Rise up, find a couple of pulses, and this time you can tuck the toes under, crouching foot. Stretch open through the left, parallel park, stretch open through the right? Just to get the mobility of the hips. You can pulse this. Just a nice way to keep the hips open, keep the arms working. Okay, this time, step back, left turns out, sit back, step the right forward. This is the hip. I have mosquito bites. I'm in Mexico. This is the hip that you want to watch out for. It will tend to pop forward, stacking the hip over the knee. So you want to drag from your foot, sit back, parallel park that back hip. That's the left hip. Then inhale, rise. Exhale, arc over toward the right. Now you can see here, notice what happens if I lift my arms too high. It collapses my upper back. We want to use the strap to help assist the upper back in staying full. So resist this urge. Keep them pressing forward so you can fill back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arc left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arc right. Inhale, rise. This time sit back. Touch, dome to bright left. Once again, reassess the back leg. You can adjust your stance as necessary, and notice how I sit away from my wrist. So often in these arm balances, we get really heavy. Look, shoulder stacks over wrist, arm hyperextends, drop into the shoulder. Look at that. Don't do that. That doesn't feel good. Right? It's disempowered, really. That's relying on your bones instead of your muscles to hold you up. So look at it this way. I'm using my feet to sit back. Then I'm pushing away from the floor, widening the outer elbow out. Can you see the difference? Hyperextend, where the eye of the elbow is facing forward, versus an integrated arm. And my arm, if you could see it closely, it's shaking a little. Like it's doing a little work. Then you sit away so that you stretch your right seed hand, sit back, tone through the glutes, fill up through the upper back, and then you start to open. And this becomes so light, guys, that look, I could dome. I could use the strap in this way. That's always a nice test. Right now we're using it to resist, but in theory, you should be able to dome because the ribs are light. Now again, instead of looking this way, I'm going to fill back, push forward, and gaze at my left hand. Pulse. Watch out for your right toes. They're going to want to flick on this foot. Keep the drag so your whole leg's working. Good. Couple more. Push out, fill back. Soften the jaw, soften the neck. You're welcome to hover, and when you do, drag forward, sit back, then open. Good. Last one. Sit back, touch down. Remember, sit back, pull from the right, inhale, fill up, rise up. Good, exhale, tap down, sit back. Pause. Ooh, right? Side bodies. So now, just for you to feel, come to kneeling. You could also come to standing. Inhale, stretch your arms forward. Ecstasy, your hands behind your head. When I say ecstasy, think of your hands like paws. They come behind your head. You're not interlacing. They're sliding towards your ears. See that? Then you can really fill back here. Keep the hips rooted. Inhale, rise, lengthen through the neck. Right? Exhale, arc up and over toward the right. And as you do, you don't drop, but you lift away. Then you can bring your right hand to your left elbow. Arc and open. Find the pulse. Use what you've been working on with your strap. Then bow, head towards the hips. Arc to the right. Bow. Then you can rotate the rib cage open. See that? Not the head, the ribs. That's what makes it more challenging. They're tight. For 3, open, 2, 1. Nice. Inhale, rise up. Ecstasy, both hands behind your head. We are arcing to the left, so now we're going to arc to the right, but I'm going to turn to face you so you can see it from the other side. Inhale, rise up. Good. Oops, we're going to arc left. Exhale, arc to the left. Press your head into your hands into your head to lengthen your neck. Arc and open. Then bring your left hand to your right elbow. What does that do? It creates resistance. Pressure the hand and elbow, widen and tone through your arms, and then arc to the right. Left. Open, belly's long, open, then bow, which means pressuring your head towards your hips. Arc left, bow, and then twist. Arc, bow, twist, bow, twist, open, explore for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring it back to center, right? Get a little workout there. Last one with our straps. Stretch your strap forward. And just look at your elbows. Notice the tendency for your wrists to tuck in and your elbows to hyperextend. Look at that. That's too much water, right? So widen the wrists out a little. Turn your elbows, widen them. Then you'll notice the whole arm can work. Inhale, rise, just as we started. Arc up and over to the right. This time tap and then bow. Inhale, pull from the left, resist through the right, arc and over. And again, notice I'm stepping my hand in front of my hips. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arc. That's just allowing, right, me to not collapse through the upper back. Last one, arc, open, inhale, rise. Release the strap. Good, right? Shake it out. You'll notice that from all that integration, your arm muscles have softened. One more, stretch your arms forward, wrap, right arm under left, curl through your hands, fill back, resist down, rise up through the belly, keep the neck long, arc, side to side. Use your feet, use your hips. This one, by the way, if you're traveling, so easy to do this on the plane. Good, release. Imagine you have the strap. Push out, fill up, and then left arm on your right. Curl your fingers. Puff and fill back. Look at it. Look at the upper back. Fill back, resist down, rise up from the ribs, not the traps. And then arc. Side to side. Inchworming your way. And then release. One more time, guys. Look at this. Stretch from the strap, forward. Puff and fill back. Resist down. Push. See how you can use the strap to open. You're pushing out. Fill up. Rise up. Sit back. Open through the belly. Oh my goodness. Open. Exhale, release. One more time, you can see me this time facing forward. Inhale, stretch the strap forward, resist it down and wide. Press forward, sit back, lengthen, let the arms and the shoulders stretch. Sit back through the groins, let the belly open for 3, 2, 1. Nice, exhale, release. Set it down, come back to kneeling, close your eyes. Take a moment, find your breath. The strap, it's a great tool. Those are a few exercises you can do to really enhance the quality and connection of your arms to your ribs when you're using the strap. And of course, I'm sure you'll find many ways to integrate it otherwise into your whole practice. But know it's a great tool and will really help, especially with beginners. Helps you remember to use your arms, right? They're not just there, they have a purpose. And they're there to facilitate the expansion of radiant heart. And anything we can do to help that is going to be a win. So thank you all, and I will see you next time.